home inspection reports, they can be 50 plus pages. How do people know, how to disseminate all of that information? I mean, you just kind of explained that.
I'll explain.
You can, you can call them or go over with them in a Loom type video. But what are some tips you can tell them to kind of look for in an inspection report to really get the most out of it?
Yeah. So some inspectors will categorize things, major, minor. I don't tend to do that too much. I'm building out categories that will explain things more, but safety items are always going to be a highlight. And that's why when you attend or you speak to the inspector, you'll get an idea what actually matters and what not.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, an inspector shouldn't go, I don't think anyway, an inspector should go too far in explaining what is a major item.
Right.
Because it's really your opinion.
Yeah.
For example, it's the home being in depleted shape or having a bad roof might be the reason you got the home under contract.
That's right.
It could be why it's a deal. It could this is the fact that the roof is good. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
What I would say is read the report first of all, because you'd be shocked how many times I get a call about something I missed or something that's not in there. That's in there.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of information. Right. Where's my shut-off valve? All that stuff. But I guess deciphering the results, that's a tricky one because it's...
Yeah. I think you kind of covered it. I think, what people are trying to figure out is like what they should be more or less concerned about. And we'll get into that a little bit later in this thing. But I have had people look at it like, holy crap, that's a lot of information.
Yeah.
And usually it's just me walking through it.
Yeah.
And then if it's something that I still have a question for, I'll have them call you.
Yeah.
Or if it's a big issue, like you said, or something that you think something's not right, then we'll call in an actual roofer or a pool guy or someone like that that can go a little deeper on it,
Yeah, and to spell to that, so I would say anything some that you should go further on. Some things because when I show up to a house, there are a million questions that need to be answered. I want to try to find an answer for every one of them. I guess the concerning thing that the buyers is like, what didn't we get an answer for?
Right.
That's what we need to focus on because you want expectations. You want to know what you're getting into. And if I don't why they fix this? What's going on here? What did they do? If I'm asking that, you need to ask that question too. Right. If I can tell you what's going on, hey, your AC is 17 years old, working great, but you're in bonus time. Okay, Right. Is that a big deal? I don't know if that's a big deal for you or not, but if I'm I don't know what they did here.
Yeah. And a lot of times those questions can be answered just simply by me sending the report to the listing agent that's selling them, who will share it with their seller.
Right.
And a lot of times they become non-factors when the seller says, oh yeah, 3 years ago we had a leak and we had to do this drywall work or whatever.
Yep.
And once we know, we're good. We just move on. You know.
And another thing is once you get your report, read it, sleep on it.
Yeah.
And then the next day you'd be surprised at how better you feel because up to this point, you're loving it. And then here comes this home inspector. And we're like bad news fairies, just dropping bad news dust all over the place.
Yeah.
And then, okay, bye.
Yeah, that really comes up with sellers. Okay.
Yeah.
When I've got a listing and we get a home inspection report, even before we get the buyer inspection notice saying we want this, and this repaired, that's a whole different conversation that can go haywire really quick. But just getting the inspection report and finding out all the crap that's wrong with their house,
man,
that's their home, that's their baby. That's the thing that they've been telling everyone for 20 years that they've taken such good care of. And now we've come in and we found all these problems. But what I always tell the listing agent, hey, not everything is a deal killer here.
Right.
We're just looking for some explanation, right? Tell us what's going on.